Libra, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Let's jump on into it. We're going to build that baseline, clarify, and then towards the end, throw downs, oracles, charms, all that good stuff, yeah? Show me Libra in their person. 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 Common question I get for yours and theirs, which of course is this channel's most popular video type, and I understand that, I respect that. We like the in-depth of our side, their side, and the commonalities. Cool, I get it. But does it have to be about a significant other, spouse, lover, that kind of thing? The answer is no. I'm simply describing a dynamic that you might share with anybody. Family, friend, co-worker, my neighbor Bob, you know. Point is, take it as it resonates, and it may not resonate at all. Again, this is perfectly normal. But yeah, it often goes in the direction of love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way for you. So take it resonates, leave it does not. There you go. Those are the basic rules. And then also, reverse energies as it applies more so with yours and theirs, all right? As energy interchange and exchange is very real, rapid, and fluid. There you go. If at any time you find yourself becoming increasingly upset, frustrated, or frankly pissed off by what I'm saying, what I want you to do is pause it, watch it later, or don't watch it at all. I advocate free will in all things. You have choice, you have power, you have control. You don't have to watch it, okay? One of two things is happening. It's not your message at all, but you're trying to force it to fit because it says Libra in the title. So it's like, it must be for me. No. It's a general collective reading. It may not apply to you whatsoever. This is perfectly normal. It's not a private. It's not a one-to-one. If you were paying me money, it had better resonate. But you're not. It might be resonating with a whole bunch of other folks, just maybe not with you, not today. So check your other placements. No big deal. The other thing is that you might be feeling anger and or frustration because there's an uncomfortable seed of truth in there that's vibrating with you. In which case, I would still advise you to pause it, but I would also challenge you to watch it later. There's something in there for you. Okay? There you go. That's it. That's it. What's going on? I do hope you are well. I'm reading out of order today, which is still going to show up on Saturday for you. But for me, it's like, you know, typically Libra has some very intense readings, and you're my last read for the day. I was like, let's put them at the front this time. so you can get some of my more stronger, just started the day energy. What's going on, please, for Libra in their person? Show me Libra in their person. Show me Libra in their person. Show me, yeah, that's it. Show me Libra in their person, please. What's going on? I've been favoring pink lately, which is interesting because I'm not really a pink person. There's nothing wrong with the color. It's just not my particular color jam, if you will. I'm more of a purple, black, red person, but I've been feeling pink lately. What's up with that? Maybe it's because Venus is in retrograde. I don't know. When in doubt, retrograde. row your boat, Jesus, honey. You've been, I was right. I was right to start yours off today. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. You have Temperance, the Tower, Six of Swords. This is an admission of defeat. And it's a hard. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. I understand this. I don't like throwing in the towel either. I'm not particularly good at it. I'm just not. I'm not. It's really hard for me to throw in the towel, especially if you are that person who appreciates upper elements such as healing, time, patience, compassion, a willingness to understand anything, anyone, or a situation. I'm right there with you with that Temperance. I will show somebody or something or a situation or whatever time and patience as the day is long, because I genuinely believe that if something or someone is worth it, then you put in that time, you put in that consideration, you try to see things from other people's point of view. And I am like this too. It's hard for me to believe that there's no one situation or relationship that can't be salvaged or healed, just so long as two people have the fundamental agreement that they're on the same page with the same goal. I'm with you. It's really hard for me to understand, how can I not fix this? How can I not fix this? And that was a transformative lesson in and of itself. There's something here in which you had to kind of throw in the towel. You didn't want to. I can tell. It's just not in this Libra's disposition that I'm looking at. It's not easy for you to call it quits. But there was a strong recognition here with the Tower that there's just something here that cannot be fixed or won't, or just now's not the time. So when you stopped working with it, stopped showing it compassion, patience, and it's kind of like, I understand at least at this time, this is an unfixable situation. Six of Swords, I got to move on from it. So I don't know how much feeling was in there, but it's a really grand sort of acceptance to the situation. I can't fix this. I tried. My sincerity is here. My compassion is here. My devotion to this situation in order to take it to a higher level. Tower. Shit. Six of Swords. Okay. Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. It's odd because they're saying they'd like to balance with you, whomever this is. They're just saying it's really, really hard. Isn't that attractive? Isn't that attractive? I would love to work on things with you, Libra. It's just really, really hard. That's all. That's flattering. They have some sort of energy here that says Queen of Wands, passionate, determination. I can do anything I set my will and energy to, and I respect that. I do. But Ten of Wands is hard. It's hard. Well, everything's hard, you know. You said this was hard, if not the impossible task, and you learned it the hard way, and they're like, I'd like to balance, but it's hard. It's not convenient for me. I don't know. It's different. There's a little more grounded, more of the immediate, I would like to take care of this, but I can't take care of it right now, kind of 3D energy that you meet with people. I would love to do this, that, and the other with you, but now's not a good time. Put it off, put it off, put it off. I say I'm going to work through things with you, but I don't really mean it. I don't have that much time to spare. I got a big bundle I'm carrying with that Ten of Wands. So while the energy is there, the actual dedication to bring it realistically home into the 3D is kind of waning or missing. So the potential to balance is there for this person. Making good on it, that's different. And they have freed up some of that energy. I could take them a little more seriously, and perhaps you could too, but there's something a little bit more fundamental spiritually going on with you that says this might be an impossible situation. Okay, between you two, Judgment, Two of Wands, Justice, there you are in your overview. Seven of Wands, blockage, defensiveness, boundaries. Just go no further. Do not pass. Do not pass. Do not collect $200, whatever, how that goes in Monopoly, I forgot. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Yeah, no, Seven of Wands is like boundaries, walls, standing up for myself, no go, you shall not pass, all that. Okay. What's shared between you two, you are correct in many respects, is that whatever this is has some larger spiritual implications to it than I would like to fix things with you, I'm just busy. This person's like, I'd like to, but I'm shrugging. I'm just busy. But yeah, we'll get to it. I'll get around to it. You called it a little more correctly than they are. This isn't about an absence of time. This isn't about I've overcommitted myself. This isn't about I'm really stressed out. This has stronger spiritual implications than what this person seems to understand the situation for what it is or what it isn't. There's some lesson here, but we need to catch up to that. You had a stronger idea of the spiritual implication of this and how much it means to you. They're kind of like, yeah, I'm just busy, that's all. The will is good, the intention's good. Well, then back it up. Say what you mean. There's a lesson in here about waiting, Two of Wands, making decisions, balancing in the greater scheme of things, and the lesson behind it, the importance of it. For you, for them, Seven of Wands is your overview. We're going to start right there. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands, please, for Libra. There's like, I'm busy. What are you going to do? You know, it's saying we're going to fix things, we're going to balance things, and actually meaning it, two different things. A little too casual compared to your definition of, I really wanted to fix this. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands. Show me that Seven of Wands. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands. Ten of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, there it is. That's what I was waiting for. And I saw it drop before it hit the table. There you go. I knew that one was coming. I felt it. I was like, the Lovers is going to drop. What? Yeah. You know, the Ten of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, you're like, yeah, it's hard for me too. And it's been hard, Seven of Pentacles. It's been hard. And you're at that point where, as far as I can tell, current present day energy, this has been blocked. You seem to be registering this person's interpretation of the difficulty as the Ten of Wands, and you're kind of taking it at face value. Yeah. Well, it's been a long time of not easy between us. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is too hard. Seven of Wands. Fine. Then we just don't. It seems like this idea of this person's, this connection, powerful as it may be, challenging for that very reason. Their definition of it's too hard has proven itself over time with you in that Seven of Pentacles. In other words, you two cultivated so much and then it topped out, stagnated. It didn't develop further. It didn't enrich further. It didn't develop deeper roots, even though it could have done. And somebody's always holding back in that it's too hard, or I have too much going on, or overly committed energy. You know, and it's frustrating to see things like this, to have such deep spiritual connections, and somebody's like, I can only give so much to it. I want to keep it around, but I can't give it my full-time weight and attention. In other words, I'm not taking it seriously. And it had been not taken seriously for a very long time. It only developed so much so far, until at some point it crossed your, the connection crossed your sense of boundaries, sense of self. I'm rejecting this. I'm rejecting this premise that it's too hard to cultivate this. I'm rejecting this premise that it's too difficult to develop further. I recognize that there's a strong connection between you and I, but if you're not, if you're just going to continuously see it as it's something that's difficult and you can't put much into it, even though you want to mean shit. I agree with you. You can tell me that you want this, or you meant to do that, or you meant to do that. It means nothing. What you meant to do means nothing. Hindsight is 20/20. Okay. Oh, I meant to do this a week ago or a month ago, and I said I was going to do this, and I said, and it's just, I've been blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but it's always like that, isn't it? You know what? You got to the point, let me put it this way, let me summarize this. You got to the point where this person's like, I'm always busy, I'm always labored, I'm always weighed down, and you believe them. It's like if you wanted to construct more and not have this connection be so laborious to you, you do it. I don't see it that way, but it got to that you had to block it. It's like, if it's that hard, let me help you. Block. Because I can see there's a lot of patience and a willingness to understand from for their experience. I don't think they gave you that same weight of attention or gravity. Because I'm telling you, you have a lot of spiritual implication attached to this. Theirs is more like, I'd love to hang out. I'd love to balance, but God, it's so hard. I'm attracted to you, though. It's cool. That's hot. But, like I said, it's always something going on. It just, the lack of growth for that strong connection, even though you showed it time, patience, compassion, and a willingness to see things from their point of view, I just don't feel like they gave you that same, I don't think they gave you that same consideration how you were experiencing this. Patient, patient, patient. Okay. I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying you're an angel. No, you obviously had a tower here. In other words, you had to learn this the hard way, that you were probably way too patient and gave this way too much consideration, and what looks like somebody who could not say the same. So there's lessons here on both sides, clearly. Show me. Yes, there's times when you can show somebody all the patience and consideration and respect and okay this, okay that, oh, I see that, I understand what, okay, well, da-da-da. And you, at what point, though, is that falling back on you? Okay. At what point do you understand that you're not given the same consideration, you know? In which case, it's not fair. You have the proof right here, lack of growth. And you are rejecting any more of this. You say it so hard, guess what? Now I believe you. Whatever there was that we were connecting with or over or developing, let's just stop it all together. Temperance, Ace of Cups, Devil, the Four of Cups, yeah. And in this, that was a really powerful lesson, yeah. I think that really gets to the point, doesn't it? Yes. While you do love this situation and this person, you had a full heart for them, nonetheless, you stayed in this way too long. The Libra I'm looking at, the patience that you gave this situation, this person, the consideration, the willingness to heal over time, no matter how difficult it was, that was your Achilles heel in this. It became a devil type thing where you got a little addicted to the disappointment. And by that, I mean it was something rather than nothing, right? And your natural good skills and compassion and healing and showing patience and all that good stuff turned into a devil type thing. It was like you were willing to work with this person at any cost, and that cost was you. As I often say to people, you ultimately pay the bill at the end of the day. If you're not aware of the situation, there's a reason you blocked it. There's a reason that you're rejecting it. Because you're right, way too much time has passed with so little development over a strong connection. You gave it so much time and patience, and it just ended up making you feel bad. And there was a shadow of fear attached to your heart this whole time. And it's like, what if this amounts to a whole bunch of nothing? So you kept it going, right? Because we can't have that. Human beings can't invest. You showed me emotional investment. Human beings have a very hard time emotionally investing in situations, places, circumstance, people, right? And it's not working the way we want it. So we have that fear. It's all for naught. It's all for nothing. So I'm going to double down and keep doing it. And then it just reinforces the pattern. So the Devil with Four Cups, that's a strong emotional pattern that you developed for this situation. What started out as good intentions at the end of the day just made you feel more bad than good, right? Your willingness to try to consolidate, and you started to lose your patience. It was anti-temperance. You started to lose your patience for this person or situation. You started losing patience for their excuses. You started losing patience for whatever it is that they said was so hard or whatever. And you're like, yeah, well, okay, fine. What do you need, another week? Couple more weeks? See you in a month? Okay. And so you see how it started out from good intentions to I'm just hanging in there at this point because I feel like I have to. I feel obligated to these feelings I have for you, and I can't, they can't be for nothing. And it's not they weren't for nothing, honey. There was a lesson here. It was just one of those that you had to learn the hard way. You otherwise have beautiful intentions towards this person, but you ended up through all this disjointedness, lack of growth, and the insistence of the heaviness, and it's just too hard to cultivate this, but I don't want to let it go, but I don't know how to make it easier. It turned what you naturally felt towards this person from a good thing to a not good thing, and you felt obligated to hang in there into a very strong and what became a negative emotional pattern. And that, you have to know what's worth your time, energy, and effort. And I know, like I said, I'm like you. It's really hard for me to know when to throw in the towel sometimes. And that's when you have to learn shit the hard way. And when you're like, when I think about this person, do I feel more bad or good? I know it wasn't always like that, of course. Some of the Tower. Some of that Tower, please. Some of that Tower. Some of that Tower. At some point when somebody's constantly delivering excuses instead of making good on their expectations, you kind of know what you need to know, right? Okay. 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. That's fair. It's fair. I don't blame you for it. I mean, I think that's fair. With the Tower, 6 of Pentacles, reflecting on how they might have experienced it, this is the Tower that came crashing down, and why you kind of threw in the towel. 6 of Swords, moved on. Is that from your perspective, you understood that they were balancing with you because it felt fun, casual, and light. An option. They weren't taking it seriously. Now, whether or not they were taking it seriously or not, I don't know. I need to clarify. But from your point of view, you were trying to deliver some of the best of your energies, which ended up literally turning sour the more patience you tried to show it. In other words, somebody who wasn't worthy of it. You know, so I know you love this person. You did what you did to keep it going, to justify it. And then one day, knowledge crashed on you with that Tower. I'm probably being balanced with because I'm kind of a fun, happy, emotional option for this person and not much else. Again, that's the reflection of the Six of Pentacles. In other words, this is how they allowed you to perceive them. This is what happens when you don't show someone the same consideration. You're going to fill in the blanks that they're not. Okay, so you filled in their particular blanks. Whether or not that was the correct answer, I don't know, but that's what you arrived to, and I can't say I blame you for it. It's like I'm trying to give them some really good energy, and I have for a long time. This is a long time. That didn't happen in a couple of weeks. That didn't happen in a couple of months. No, no, no. That happened over years. So, it's like they balance with me because I'm just a fun, good time option in their eyes. You know, I'm someone they have fun with. Here I am, being patient with them. In the best of intentions. Basically, you learn the hard way, or you feel that you learned the hard way, that they don't take you seriously as a person. Instead of seeing you as patient and giving and compassionate, you can't help but interpret, or felt that you interpreted correctly eventually with the Tower. I'm just a fuck around option for this person. That's why they balance with me. I don't mean too much to them at the end of the day. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not. That's what happens when you don't care about how someone else perceives you. Okay? You thought a lot of this person. Six of Swords. Show that Six of Swords. Show that Six of Swords, please. Show that Six of Swords. Yeah, once the Tower hits you like that, you really can't take that thought or feeling back. I'm just an option to you. I'm just someone you check in with for fun. It's weird. I gave you so much more weight and consideration than you did me. Yes. Five of Swords. Five of Wands, a Hierophant. You felt that you had to do this. Six of Swords. I'm sorry that you received some sort of kickback on that. There might have been some arguing. There might have been some harshness in receiving that energy. You moved on from what you felt essentially was just maybe someone else's good feelings, but not necessarily yours. Okay. Again, that sense of weight, of value was not the same. You valued this person's experience very much, and you valued very much how they perceived you. And it's like, I got to stop valuing because I'm not much in their eyes anyway. The way they interpreted my energy, what I was trying to do, they took it for granted, said it made them feel good. Don't go. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Spiritually, do you feel like this connection was for you in some way? Yes, you do. Is it a reflection of the love that you have for yourself? You did. It was. The way you treated this person, I believe, is the way you tried to treat yourself. Patience, consideration, healing principles, standing up for what you believe in. They couldn't say the same. I don't know it's a bad person. I just think that they really failed to appreciate your point of view and how you ultimately ended up experiencing or perceiving them. Someone who was just kind of like, well, this makes me feel good. No, it doesn't. And you've moved on from all that. You know, it's like I'm sorry that they're upset, but also looks like they don't have much reason to care about me as a person anyway. So, perceptions, the choices we make, like I said, how we allow other people to think about us over time, that's it. If we wanted to do more, intend more, it would be there, right? I think you gave way too much to this at the cost of yourself and who you feel that you are. And for what? Somebody who kind of fights themselves about what they want. You moved on from that. It's like whatever this conflict you have about me or what you want, you don't really know if you can give yourself permission, or you fight yourself on what it is you want. That's not my problem. I'm just kind of done giving you patience and my love and my compassion. You don't do the same for me. If somebody really wanted you to look good in their eyes, they would never have allowed this to happen. That's it. If somebody really cares about how you experience them, they would have been closer to your energy frequency. Okay. And sometimes you have to learn things the hard way, and I am sorry to see that such a powerful connection took such a sharp, sour turn, but it was a sharp, sour turn that happened over time. All right, let's jump on over to this energy, please. All right, show me this Queen of Wands, please. Show me this Queen of Wands. Show me this Queen of Wands. Oh, come on now. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Six of Wands, Five of Swords, Nine of Wands. Oh dear. Yeah. And they said it wasn't ego-based. They said it wasn't ego-based, whatever their energy was towards you. That's false. They said they weren't blocking this connection. Yes, they were. Repetitively. It was repetition. They're like, I'm not doing it on purpose. I want to see Libra. They blocked unintentionally. Subconsciously, it was blockage. Five of Swords is here. So they got in their own way quite a bit, despite the fact that their positive energy was inclined towards you. And it is sexual, yes, and it is passionate, and it is feel good kind of energy, a little bit of ego. It feels good to be seen by you. It felt good to be in your energy. Yeah, it's like, check me out with Libra. Hell yeah, it's hot. And then Five of Swords, Nine of Wands. Subconsciously, this person was blocking their the energetic progress the whole time. I know they said it wasn't their fault. Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. I'm busy. I'm always busy. They made sure that they were. They made sure something always came up. They made sure there was always an excuse. And it was repetitive. Nine of Wands is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So it's an unnecessary fight that this person was provoking within themselves. It was a way of keeping themselves distancing from you. So they're like, oh, I would have loved to have given more of my best energy and intentions towards Libra, but gosh, something's always coming up. They made sure of it. They made sure of that. They just didn't know that they were lying to themselves. Didn't they ever notice it was such a coincidence that they were always busy, or they always had something going on or popping up last minute? 2 + 2. Like I said, if they really wanted you to perceive them better, this wouldn't have happened. They would have made sure they showed up when they said they were going to. Follow through on plans, whatever that is. The conflict, they seem to think it's from a 3D perspective. I didn't do this. Or I didn't do that on the plans. Yours like this is from a spiritual perspective. About, this is how I see you. This is how I perceive us. And this is what I'm willing to do because this is how much I care about you, how much I love you. And they're like, Libra's just mad because I didn't give them enough time and attention. You're actually mad because it's like, no, asshole, you saw me as a fun time option when I was here giving you such good intentions. You know, one of my favorite authors once said, what's she say? When you write about others, she said, if people wanted you to write warmly about them, they would have behaved better. If this person wanted you to perceive them better, respect them more, or take them more seriously, they would have given you reason to, instead of excuses. So that was your lesson. You showed way too much time, care, and attention to someone who could not do the same or would not do the same, and you knew it a long time ago. Okay? To your credit, the love you have for this person is real. But what it turned into over time stopped feeling good a long time ago. Show me that Ten of Wands, please. I can kind of see why. See, it's just right there. Right there. Show me that Ten of Wands. That, oh, it's oh so hard. I don't mean to do it. Stuff's just always happening. Something's always happening. Yeah, they made sure of it too. At the subconscious level. Ruining their own sense of happiness. Show me that Ten of Wands, please. Everybody's got responsibilities, honey, but when the Five of Swords is attached to it, it's bullshit. Said if somebody really wants to, they will. Yeah, they were doing the opposite of everything that they wanted. They're doing the opposite of everything they want. There it is. This is why they tried it all. This is why they tried it all. Whatever that try looks like on their part is that they actually deeply desire this. It's a fucking dream come true. It's a wish fulfillment. Long term. Desires, hopes, dreams, wants, the passion, the energy, Four of Wands, solid, predictable, stable relationship energy that feels secure. It feels like we're on a particular track here, and it's oh so hard. They get close to it, then they reject it and deny it in some way, and it was repetitive. And there's a reason why it went so far. There's a reason why it went so far. They hold themselves back when in fact they want to do the exact opposite. They need to know what they want. And what they want is right here. An energetically secure and consistent relationship. Something of dreams, the desires. Did they want you to be more than just a mess around option in love? Something that they could, you know, just do more than engage in here and there? Yeah. Did they know that? Probably not. Was it in the back of their desires? But again, unless somebody's aware of it and cognizant of what they have to offer, giving and receiving, you know. Six of Pentacles, please. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. Show me that Six of Pentacles. I'll tell you what, those unconscious, subconscious behaviors can be quite the sticky wicket. They're showing me that they would like to balance and heal with you in time and open up towards communication. I wouldn't hold your breath. That's going to take a minute. I mean, that's lovely. That's beautiful. That's open. This is probably the approach they should have been taking with you for a long time or a long time ago, when you automatically greeted them with temperance and patience and a willingness to understand, apparently, till infinity and beyond. They're showing me that they would like to do more of this with you in future. Eight of Wands, open up towards communication. Maybe one day with the Fool, the spirit hits them. I don't know. When it comes to this person's energy, honey, I believe that they have something set down one day and they change their mind the next day. I don't know. It feels good. The idea of it feels good. Let's see if they can back it up and prove it, because honestly, they don't have a really good... The only thing I'm missing here is the Two of Pentacles. The old back and forth, and we still got time left, so there's a good chance I'll see it. But they don't exactly have the most believable track record for consistency, particularly in how they perceive you and what the hell their energy is doing and what it wants. And when that happens, you create flakiness, you create the back and forth, you create the hot and cold, the in and out. So I know that in future their energy is going to be like, yeah, I can totally balance with Libra, and I'm going to mean it. I'm going to put all that lovely temperance, time, and patience into Libra, the same shit they showed me. I'm going to give that back to them now. Great. Great. I do believe in second chances. I even believe in third chances. That's what it is to evoke temperance. That's what it is to evoke temperance. That doesn't mean you're a fool. That doesn't mean you're stupid. That just means you really, at the core belief of things, understand people can change. And I'm with you on that. And that's beautiful. It's open. It wants to talk. It wants to evoke principles of healing, to open up, take a chance, and to do so in a realistic way. I hope so. Because you're telling me you can't handle the selfishness. You want something and then you fight me off, or you push me off. I make you feel good today and then you're gone tomorrow. You know? So if they're saying they know what they want, whatever that means to them, they need to back it up. You've done your more than fair share, like I said. If they really respected you, they would have given this back to you. And if they're finally in that space of, oh, I want to give Libra back everything they've given me, I've learned my lesson, great, let them prove it. You kind of already showed what you were willing to do and were able to do with this person for a very long time. Okay? Yeah, I'm just... If it gets to the point where you have to throw in the towel with somebody like that, it's like you know... I didn't want it to come to this, but this is where we are. You're clearly not operating at the same level I am. We are clearly not on the same page. Peace be with you. Yeah. Temperance has its price for people who are naturally patient and naturally healers and very understanding, especially understanding with the people that we love. That does not, however, give you green light to be suckers for everybody, but I think for whatever, and I don't know if you were a sucker with this person, I just know that you tried long past the point that you were supposed to. When you saw no evidence of the same consideration, think about it. Did you give this person excuses? Did you always say, oh, it was so hard, I'm always so tired, I'm always so overburdened? Was that you? Or were you the one that's like, no, I understand. I understand. That's life. It's hard. It gets difficult. Those add up over the years, and then you see the imbalance. This is what you were telling me, and this is what I was doing for you. I'm all the way up here. You're still functioning down here. You won't meet me where I am. And I had to learn the hard way. The tower... You interpret me as some fun energy that you like to hang out with sometimes. You and I are not on the same level. So when I say that's beautiful, I'm glad to see them opening up, but I would also be like, track record for this person's not great, so that's their particular track that they get to run, not you. Okay? Again, if you really mean something to them and they want you to take them seriously, they will give you reason to, and not excuses or bullshit. Okay? There you go. Alright. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment, please. Strong connection does not mean you put up with bullshit indefinitely. The Hanged Man, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, yeah. In this interim, this is great. I love this. This is exactly what we're talking about in your particular lessons today. Judgment. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. You need to have a stronger remembrance of who the hell you are. That you are someone who can function and operate quite well on your own. Love the sense of independence and freedom, that you know your worth and value. This is beautiful. You're telling me you have experience and a strong appreciation of self-worth, self-love. This is literally self-worth, self-love. Together, that's beautiful. Okay? Strong sense of self. I can stand on my own 2 feet. Hanged man. Timeout. We need to get back to touch with this. Suspend all activity and concentrate on thyself. Okay? Remember your core principles of who you are. This is active hanged man, not passive. All good things are happening here, and it was under your lesson 2. You have to remember your own sense of self-worth, and if they cannot treat you with that same level of respect that you would give yourself, then they're not worthy. A strong connection be damned. That's it. That's it. If they don't see the best in you, never mind appreciate the best in you, then they're not worthy of it. Okay? So again, that's not your particular track to run in future. It's theirs. Show that 2 of Wands. I just see that you last left them with the imprint of, I've moved on from this. You want something, but you fight yourself on it, and I don't know. But I'm tired of trying to step between you and whatever it is that you are fighting yourself on. Yeah, because they have self-sabotaging tendencies. At least when it comes to you. Showing that 2 of Wands, and yet despite what they want on such a deep level, they shoot themselves in the foot at every conceivable turn. Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the 5 of Pentacles. Someone is going to have to push past the pain and disappointment and make that decision to open up and express themselves. Guess who it isn't? It's not you. 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor, Knight of Cups. That's pretty straightforward. Despite whatever disappointment there is here and breakage, somebody is going to have to step into their power as the Emperor and release some of their heart energy, release some of their emotionality, release some of their vulnerability. And they have to make that decision. Like I said, it ain't yours. And Justice. That's you. Show me Justice, please. If we hope to mend this particular break, somebody's going to have to step into their power and own their feelings. Say, I'm sorry. You know? Say, I love you. To be vulnerable. Show me Justice, please. Show me Justice. Show me Justice, please. That looks like where this is headed. Show me Justice, please. King of Cups, 10 of Wands, the High Priestess. You were finding it very hard. Now you're saying it's hard, but they also gave you reasons, so it's not exactly your fault. That unconditional love you showed this person for I don't know how long until it started to turn sticky, icky, patternized, and deceitful to you. You're saying, I would love King of Cups to open my heart towards this again, and perhaps I can, but it's hard, and I think that's reasonable. I also think it's fair. That you're saying you're trying, and I believe you because Justice, your power card, is here. And then the High Priestess. You feel it's possible, but it's going to take time for you to open your heart completely back open towards this person. And again, honey, I don't blame you. You're doing the best you can. And here's the thing, given your energy that I've seen within you today, if you had an idea that they were actually doing the best they can and not delivering excuses, they actually do what they say what they do, I know that you would try. You've already told me right here. And when you say it, you mean it. So you telling me it's hard. It's hard to open my heart back open towards this. I want to. Intuitively, I feel I can. I believe you. You also saying it's something that's correct for me. Because you never wanted to give up on this person to begin with. You never did. You understood its spiritual implications from the beginning. You understood the weight of this connection and what it meant to you from the beginning. They're the ones that are behind. So like I said, they got a particular track to run, and you're not running the track. You're sitting in the bleachers, and you're very approachable. Okay? You're approachable. You're not running. You're not chasing. You're there. They know you're there. They want to stop, stand in their power, express what they needed to express, and it's likely overdue. And express true sincerity of efforts to heal with you. Let them do so. I see you prepared to meet them. You're a little exhausted, but you would like to try. Intuitively, you feel it. No matter how hard it is, you'd be open to it, okay? To get at least your good feeling back for this person, and it doesn't go into a bad, shadowy, disappointed place anymore. Okay. Okay, I do hope this... Okay, there we go. So this one, and I was like, nope, nope, you're not done yet. Okay. What do? You don't argue. You're just like, okay. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. At some point, that turned around. Yes, many of you are grateful for this lesson, as you should be. It puts you back into a better state of remembering you. Your own sense, because you are thriving, honey. You are thriving. Whether or not this person knew that, cared, or appreciated it, I don't know. But I have to agree with you. They seem to have a kind of muted volume when it came to you as a person. Like, when you're so busy rejecting what you want, and let's make it clear, they wanted you. When you're busy rejecting what you want, you won't allow yourself to have it or give into it. Yeah, they did not treat you as a person. They didn't see you as a person, as somebody who is giving them all this good grace of energy and patience and consideration and unconditional love. They didn't see that. Why would they? It would be inconvenient to them shutting you down whenever they had the opportunity. You know? I know we said we'd meet next week, but oh, here it comes. I love you. It's such simple words. Yes, I love you. I know you said them to this person at some point. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. Guess what that was? I hope that you can forgive me. Everything we were talking about. Yeah. There's a price you pay when you don't see a person as a person, especially when they've given you that much generosity. Please take care of yourself. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. I realize how much I hurt you. Well, let's start. That's good. I like that. I know this isn't fair. Well, maybe they know it now. I'm sorry, I'm not into Vengeance Tarot. It's just somebody is way behind in understanding what they want and how valuable this was to them. And I hate that people have to move on or trigger endings for someone else to figure that out, especially when everything they needed to know was right there from the beginning. I'm showing you infinite patience, understanding, and a willingness to consolidate energies and feelings. Don't you see that? Not really. Every time I had the chance to be around you, I found a reason to shut it down or cut it off. Yeah. Trust. Yeah, I know. I'm having that issue with this as well as trust issues. Of course, you're going to have trust issues with this situation. No shit. Playfulness. Yeah, bringing out the lighter side. They had a way, I believe, of bringing out possibly your playfulness. The ability to flirt. It's also the extension of our more lighter energies here. But it's hard to trust these feelings now because we have to do a job of forgiving and learning. Okay? So that's all there. It's pretty straightforward. Okay? Like I said, however, it's not your particular track to run. You are comfortably sitting on the bleachers. You being you. Understanding who you are. What you're about. And we're not going to slip into that old energy again. Okay? Unconditional love, yes, but not to the point that it costs you. Okay? And if it comes to the point that it's costing you, you can still have unconditional love for somebody and separate from them at the same time. I've been through it. A lot of people have been through it. I love you. I will always love you. And I know that I love you. But you're not in a space where you seem to understand it or appreciate it. I got to go. So, you know, if you've ever been through that and it's looking like you have been, the best of your efforts should no longer be on the table. It should now be offered to you if it really means something to them, okay? And you can either meet them there in that space or you cannot. It's looking like you will. Intuitively, you feel like it's correct. And also intuitively, no matter how much of the struggle is in here in the heart space, you say that you feel that you can balance it. You can. Okay? I think that's, again, very honest of you. You opened up that way, you're closing that way. Oh, just one. Sagittarius. The medallion of Sag. Could have some Sag in your chart. Could be connecting to one. Intuition. Yes, listen to your intuition. Yes, I understand. The letter X. Diamond is in reverse, but he wouldn't make good on the offer, or it wouldn't be solid like the Ace of Pentacles, as it would suggest. Also Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Dragon, the medallion, or Aries, Leo, Sag. Fire sign energy. Oh, was there any time frames in here? I don't know, honey. I don't know. Show me that Eight of Wands, please. Eight of Wands, 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 Eight of Wands. Show me that Eight of Wands, please. No need to hurry. No shit. I wouldn't be in a hurry either, honey. It looks like they've got a while to catch up to some things. No need to hurry. Oh, for some of you, last April was significant, and perhaps for some of you, next April. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, again, and for some of you now in August. August, for some of you now, is going to be relatively important. Particularly, I was focusing on that communication for others of you, not till April, or last April was very meaningful for some reason. But yeah, no need to hurry, nor should you be. If you are busy watering your own garden, you don't need to be worrying about how other people are watering theirs. And I am a firm advocate of that. I have no need to envy my neighbors. I know what I'm doing, and I like my garden just fine. Okay? And that's where you need to be. Mind your business. Your energy is great on its own. You're a whole functioning human being that you deserve to receive what you have given. Okay? But don't ever put yourself in a situation again where you're connected to someone who fails to appreciate how much you have given. That's always going to create discord, and it's going to create shadows and fear that this was all for nothing. Okay. All right. I just wish this person understood. This all could have been prevented. That's what's crazy. This all could have been prevented if they just had a little more insight about how much you were giving. And at your own cost. So don't do that again. Okay. I hope this helps you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.